says it has had enough of vaccine misinformation on its site.
And false stories from phony sites to run circles around major news outlets.
Many people don't know the difference between something real and something created to deceive them.
Open your eyes.
If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Since the last time I uploaded here on YouTube, there have been multiple things that have occurred involving Satan, of course, because Satan is being glorified in our society. And in just the last 6 days, I have things to show you regarding Satan, how Satan's being portrayed as a protagonist, how he's being promoted all over television and in movies as a hero. And of course, how God and Jesus are always looked at as the bigots, the bad people, and they're going to continue to do that as they push their communist agenda down our throats and remove our religious freedoms as well as all of the freedoms that we have, because we live in a society that has been taken over by liberal communists who don't even know that they're communists, who are screaming about democracy when in reality a communist society has no democracy. Thus, we are living in a society with no democracy, not a republic anymore, because communists keep taking our rights away as free speech, the right to bear arms. They want to remove all of it. Why? Because they've created a society of weak men and empowered dumb women on both sides, both responsible, men and women. Liberals are the name. These are the people who are responsible for the destruction of our society. And in reality, 100 years ago, when communists infiltrated the United States of America, they were thrown out of America. You weren't allowed to be a communist here. So I'm wondering why in today's world, we're allowing anyone with these communist ideologies to remain here. So I have a video up on the website. You might have heard about this event that occurred. A black guy went to someone's front door and was shot. Of course, he was trying to enter the home, but the media wants to twist it. And even if he was trying to enter the home, you don't have a right to shoot him because, remember, you own nothing and be happy. So that video is up on the website, or it's going up depending on which one of these I put up first. A callforunuprising.com. It's $2.99 a month. It's the price of a cup of coffee at Starbucks. It is worth it. There's unlimited content over there. The forum itself is worth it. I also have exclusive content for those of you that miss me here on YouTube. I've only done as much as I possibly can to remain here. And obviously this channel will be nuked in due time. So please make sure I have it linked below. You sub to my other channel now. That is the channel when I'm ready, maybe in June, maybe in May, I'll start uploading daily back on YouTube over there. And again, you can find me on Rumble if you're interested, but I won't be posting that much over on Rumble. Specifically, it'll be on the website as well as this channel and the backup channel. So please do that now if you haven't. Let's take a look at some of this stuff with Satan. Because again, it is so over the top. It is so obvious what they're trying to do. And for people out there to think that, oh, well, you know, being a Satanist is being a rebel in today's society. No, in fact, it's not. It's going along with what they're telling you to go along with, because Satan's portrayed as a hero, like that show Lucifer, right? Satan's a crime fighter. All these ridiculous concepts we see over and over. And now we have more movies coming out. Let's start with Jack Black. He's got a movie coming out. And you remember Jack Black? Yeah, Jack Black, who has shirts with the Baphomet on it. Jack Black is always singing about Satan and praising the devil, and he uses comedy to pretend like he's not really a devil worshiper when in fact he is. And Lord only knows what this guy's done with children. But I mean, you could just look at him and you get the feeling. But Jack Black is coming out in a new movie. It's called Dear Satan. Right? Ha ha ha. It's supposed to be funny, right? Dear Satan. Instead of Santa, right? A kid writes a letter accidentally to Satan, and of course they're the same thing, right? Where do you think the word Satan and Santa derive from one another? That's Saturnalia. That's Satan worship, right? And they're flat out telling everyone now. So Jack Black, of course, will play the devil, and he'll be portrayed as funny and great and amazing, because that's what they do. That's how they're mind controlling people. And you might even remember, I covered last year, for those of you, whatever channel it might have been, I covered the new Santa Claus movie. They brought the Santa Claus back. Lord knows why, but Tim Allen got rolled out of his coffin, and they brought back the Santa Claus. And what did they do with the Santa Claus? Oh, right. They did something like this. Right? So to see the predictive programming, how, love Satan, Satan's the hero. This is what's going on in society. This is one of the reasons that I feel like my channel has been targeted more so than exposing the New World Order agenda. Because a lot of people do talk about a lot of this stuff, the similar stuff, but the Satan stuff, that constantly showing you the repetition and pattern, it makes people pick up their Bible. Because it makes people out there who might listen to this channel who are atheists or don't believe one way or the other or are lukewarm. It makes them go, wow, they really are dumping this down our throats. Why is it that all these movies and shows constantly are depicting Satan? Why is it that all these bands are constantly doing stuff with Satan? Here's a clip from Jimmy Kimmel in the last week where he had Metallica on. Yes, the satanic band Metallica. And of course, everybody loves Metallica. Now Metallica, of course, is doing a puppet show because they're making fun of Puppet Masters or Masters of Puppets, whatever their album was. And of course, what do? Well, they have kids watching their puppet show and they promote the devil right to the kids. Until they met their new friend, Satan.
Hey, friends, I'm Satan. We'll be rich and famous and do lots of candy.
Right? So this is just supposed to be normal in today's society, right? We're supposed to just see this stuff, and because what happens is it goes in one ear, out the other. People see it, but they don't process it. They don't see the pattern and repetition unless it's pointed out. And when you see the pattern and the repetition, your brain starts to go, okay, something's going on here, because they keep doing this, and subliminally it's planting seeds in my head, but I don't even know what they're doing. But now I'm seeing it over and over. This is all within the last week, by the way. Okay? Then on top of that, of course, Sam Smith, if you remember when I covered the Grammys, Sam Smith was out there dressed as the devil, making people nauseous. Here's Sam Smith again promoting Satan at one of his concerts. Make sure you have a barf bag on hand. So, I mean, this is all within the last week. And then on top of that, this is the one I thought was the funniest story that maybe I've seen, well, I can't say ever, but funniest story maybe of the week. Emma Watson, you might remember him, her, from Harry Potter. That's where Emma Watson's from. Now, most of us have never seen Harry Potter. I would rather have my eyeballs plucked than sit through Harry Potter and that dork fest. But Emma Watson's from Harry Potter, so of course was promoting witchcraft and magic at a young age. And Emma Watson is turning 33, right? So you might say, oh, okay, well, turning 33. We've all, if you're older than 33, it means you've turned 33. Unfortunately, you can't go from 32 to 34. So you're going to be 33 at some point in time if you're living past 32, right? So I want to turn 33. So there's nothing suspicious there, right? I mean, they're letting us know she turned 33. That's a little suspicious, but this is the funniest part of all. She says, this is 33. Holy moly. Before 29, I haven't even heard of a Saturn return as a concept. Let's just say that I'm now well acquainted. In astrology, the term Saturn return refers to when the planet Saturn has moved all the way through the zodiac back to the place where it was at the time of a person's birth. So, of course, we know Saturn worship is Satan worship, right? I mean, we see all these celebrities, right? Adele has Saturn tattooed on her arm. What do you think, that she was just in science class in 4th grade and was like, I love that planet. I love the ring around it. The ring and Nike, the Saturn ring, right? Beyonce on magazine covers wearing Saturn earrings. All these celebrities always talking about Saturn worship, right? But we're not supposed to believe there's any correlation between that and the devil. I haven't seen anybody with, like, Uranus worship. Well, no, I have actually, Sam Smith. But I haven't seen anybody with Neptune, Pluto, really. I mean, maybe, I don't know. But Saturn is just really popular. And it can't be connected, of course, with Saturnalia and Satan worship, can it? So she says before 29, she hadn't even heard of Saturn's return. Of course she had. Because Emma Watson was somebody who was born into the occult, right? She was put in. Those child actors that are in movies like Harry Potter, their parents are usually high-ranking members of secret societies, okay, or covens. So they know all about it. So she was in there indoctrinating kids at a young age, which that sin alone will be very costly to Emma, or Eric, whatever her name is, someday. But promoting her 33rd birthday, talking about Saturn worship. Can you make this stuff up with these people? I mean, how dumbed down do people have to be? And then, here, listen to this. Watson signed off by showing her gratitude to her loved ones. Listen to this. Thank you to the witches in my coven, who are so pivotal in helping me arrive at where and who I am now, she wrote. You are my Avengers, and you inspire me to kick butt. It takes a village. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And lastly, thank you to my brother, Alex Watson, for helping me find the most challenging things with time. Incredibly funny. So he flat out, on her 33rd birthday, tells you about Saturn worship. And then goes on to say, thank you to the witches in my coven. I mean, do I need to say anything else at this point? I mean, are you not seeing it yet? Are you new to all this stuff? Wake up, okay? You see all the horrible things going on in our society? These are all created by these people. They're telling you that we're all divided. They're telling you that we all hate one another. They're race baiting. They're baiting really dumb people into believing really fake events. Why? Because, like I explained in the video on my website, this whole thing is about communism. And for those of you who hear the word and you go, oh, I don't know. I don't really know what that means. It sounds boring. What is this, like Hitler? I don't know. In communism, you own nothing and you'll be happy. Where do we hear that? Oh, right. They've been pushing it at the World Economic Forum. All these elites who will own everything and you'll own nothing. But they're telling you that we're the problem. Us, Republican people versus Democrat people, people like us, Christians versus other people. In reality, these people are causing all the conflict. If you go look at their secret societies, all their mottos are all about order out of chaos. All their mottos are about destruction, the rebuild, the rebirth, the phoenix rising from the ashes. I wonder what all that means. And then you see all these people, all these celebrities being promoted. A pointless article about Emma Watson's 33rd birthday. Why do you think this is on CNN's main page? Because they flat out are letting you know. Emma Watson turned 33, the occult number 33. And she's worshiping Saturn and so thankful about the return of Saturn, Satan, and she wants to thank her witches in her coven. Because this is an important article. And why do you think it's there? Why is Metallica puppet around with a satanic puppet? Right? Why Sam Smith just happened to be trans and running around dressed as the devil? Why is Jack Black constantly promoting Satan? Constantly. Wearing the Baphomet on his shirt. And they'll be like, oh, it's astrology on his shirt. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a real difference between sorcery, witchcraft, and astrology. It's the same crap. It's the same loser garbage. We're seeing it promoted. We're seeing the silencing of Christians. We're seeing the silencing of people like you and the people like me. They don't want you to wake up what's going on. They don't want you to realize this is a spiritual war that's going on. It's deeper than the stuff that they tell you. All the stuff that you see going on, all the division is caused by these people, these influencers. They're all witches and Satanists, as crazy as it sounds. I know it sounds crazy to hear that, but does it sound so crazy anymore when you see this stuff constantly flashed in front of your face? You think I'm digging deep here? And I'm like, look, there's a triangle on his shirt, but it's really a Doritos shirt. But he must be a Satanist because he's eating a Dorito. I mean, there's no stretch here. This is flat out devil worship occurring in front of our faces. And people are like, well, let them do what they want. But Christians, you're the bigots and the hateful people. Oh, yeah. Wait till you find out what these people do. But they're desensitizing people so much that people are going to be like, oh, they sacrifice babies and eat them? Oh, no big deal. Whatever. Kids suck. That's what they'll say. If people only really knew what they did, the reason that Christians have been against them isn't because they're an opposing threat. It's because what they do to children, to animals, and what they're doing to our current society. The mental health problems caused in this world, you can blame these people. They're the ones responsible, not you and me. All this crises that we're seeing going on, them. And what are they doing out in the open? They're flaunting it. They're saying we worship the devil. What are you going to do about it? And we'll silence anyone that exposes it and speaks against it. It's unbelievable, really is. So you got Jack Black. I even showed you the clip from Santa Claus last winter. I Love Satan they show, right? I mean, it's ridiculous. It's so in your face, it's unbelievable. Metallica with the puppets, of course, being promoted to kids, right? Oh, you can become rich and famous if you worship the devil. Yeah, we all know that. Because all these people are losers. You think any of these people would be famous if they didn't worship the devil? They're placed in these positions. Then you're told that their music is great and they're great actors over and over again. So you believe it. Oh, wow. Jack Black's a great actor. He's so funny. Is he? Jack Black? Guy couldn't be drier of a personality. Couldn't be uglier of a human being. Oh, right. He's placed there. Because remember, Jack Black was also a child actor. Pushed into the industry through a coven.
Saving souls from demons or something, as I remember correctly. Yeah. What was? Well, there's a rich history of the devil in rock and roll. It goes all the way back to like Elvis was everyone said he's playing the devil's music. What was that great song? The devil went down to Joe. Charlie Daniels. He had some devil in there, and it goes even back to before that. It was Robert Johnson. Right. You can find his roots, way back to the beginning of rock, and so, and we sold our soul to the devil. How else can you explain this thing here on the
And why do you think he worships the devil? All of them. Metallica, people are like, oh, Metallica's music's great. They're there because they worship Satan. They're put in these spots. They all seek fame and money and fortune. And in reality, if they didn't have Satan promoting them through the media, these would be nothing but losers who wouldn't even be able to wash your car. They wouldn't even be able to clean your toilet. They have no talent whatsoever. They summon spirits and perform rituals. That's what they do. on stage. The actors aren't funny. They tell you it's funny. They put laugh machines behind them when they do jokes on these talk shows. No one's really laughing. Some of the dumbed down zombies might be because they hear the laugh box and then they laugh like a zombie, like a hive minder. It's a joke. Satan's a joke, and so are his followers. A reminder again to check out the website at callfornuprising.com. There's a lot of important stuff going on over there in the forum. And again, make sure you sub to my backup channel if you haven't already. All the support goes a long way. I'm trying my best to fight through this stuff. I'm trying to lay low so that I can maybe make a re-emergence here, but it looks like the writing's kind of on the wall for me. But that's that. That's life, right? I thank you guys again. I hope you're doing well. God bless you and your families.
Mix's TikTok.